Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Guess who? It is your trusted GM, Brian, welcoming you once again to another episode of our Dragon's Demand run-through. You know, for quite some time, past couple episodes, we've been hinting that we are going to be prepping for a new AP, and we have been. And I just want to let you guys know that it finally came in the mail because I've been using the PDF aspect of it. And I want to show all of you, give you guys first glimpse of what Roll the Hard 20 podcast will be running next. Bloodlords Zombie Feast for Pathfinder 2E. I can't wait. We've got a lot of interesting stuff inside this book, and we got some great players all lined up for it. We got a great roster, some old players, some new players, maybe a hard slinger of yore, possibly. Who knows? Stay tuned. I can't wait. Can't wait to start running that and get everybody familiar with what's going on. By the way, anytime you want to get in touch with this show, remember, reach out to us at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com. I answer all the emails. Let all you fellow slingers know that we're always out here. Let us know if there's anything else that you want us to try to run for you guys. I know I've been looking into Traveler as well. It's got some interesting premise, a lot of really awesome stuff that I'm trying to see if maybe myself and a couple of the other hard slingers might want to jump on board. But give me your opinion on that. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget, we're on all the social media platforms out there and all the major podcast apps. So when you listen to the show, and I know that you do, leave us that 5-star rating and review on whatever podcast app you listen to the show on. So let's just stop this intro and warm up our diets and top off our glasses. Roll the Hard 20 podcast presents episode 58 of our Dragon's Demand run-through. What better to call episode 58? The Dragon's Demand. Enjoy, everyone. So everybody made it tonight.
In progress.
Yes. Dempsey, you alive down there?
Made it, man.
I'm alive.
You alive?
Gentlemen,
Hello.
how are you?
You've definitely got that appearance of like the guy in like the dark rooms, like staring at like the bright monitor.
I have
What's
all of you
great?
guys' names right over here written on the wall in lipstick.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Red. Better
Treat
be
me
red.
right, I might cross it off. You know what I mean?
What room are you in your house?
This is the dog kennel.
I could tell. I could totally tell.
No, this is our upstairs computer room. This is above our garage.
Cool.
Whatever.
Fuck you. We lost fucking
I know,
Paul
Paulie.
Cervani. Yeah.
Sorvino.
Yeah.
Hey, at least his
We
hot ass
lost both of
daughter's
them.
still around.
I know.
Thank you.
totally.
Thank you. Exactly what I said.
Well, she
We
was
gotta
a
go,
Shoulder
you know,
to cry on, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what was that movie she was in where she was
Be careful.
no.
He's still got shooters on the street, son. He's
No,
coming
what was
from
it? I can't remember the name of it. She was like she made like fake IDs and stuff. It was with Chow Yun Fat.
Oh, I'm thinking of Romy and Michelle.
No, Chow
You
Yun
would,
Fat
wouldn't
was in
you?
it.
Yeah. That's actually my
Yeah.
mom's favorite movie. So
I just can't remember the name of it.
did he walk around a corner with a gun and then like doves came out at one point?
Out of
No,
the
it's not
barrel.
a John Woo. It's not a
Oh.
John Woo movie.
For my
Well, Chow
money.
Yun Fat was in a couple of his, I think.
When your
I
last
gotta-
name's Fat, that's just rough, man.
See, now I got to figure out what it was.
P-H-A-T, though.
Yeah,
Oh, like that
PHAT.
ass. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody give this guy some decaf, will you?
I'm coming in hot.
Holy
Down in my garage doing push-ups and watching boxing movies, man. I'm ready to go.
like
for this
Romy and
fight,
Michelle.
right? Yeah, right. Hey, man, they dressed up like models so that they could be cool at their high school reunion. I mean, I think there's a little piece that we all could relate to that.
Dressing up like models? Shit. Day and night.
Man, I'm trying to remember what that movie was now. Now it's gonna freaking.
Oh, I remember what it was called. It's called episode
No.
58 of Roll the Hard 20 podcast.
The Replacement Killers.
Greetings,
That's the
fellow
name of the
slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20
Oh.
podcast. It is your
Weak.
trusted GM, Brian, no longer wanting to hear about the replacement killers. And with me, my hard slingers.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
do
that's
this.
right. Episode 58 of our Dragon's Demand run through. So, Last episode, the auction. You know who's up for sale? My heroes. As you saw this large red flame drake land right at the entrance and start to bellow. Let's roll some initiative and not waste a moment.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yes, did you call me?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Valadir.
23.
23. Tommy.
That, my friend, will be a fucking hard 20.
No.
Oh.
20? Well,
Yeah,
you give
20.
me a number with your...
That's it. It's 22.
Thank you. See? Dempsey.
I also got a hard 20.
What's your total, Hardy?
22.
22 too?
We're going to be sword fighting here in a minute with our two
We'll just
hard
hold
20s.
hands and run straight up this thing together.
Warren.
Not nearly so spectacular. I'm saving my hard 20 for later. I have a total of a 12.
12. And I have that. And I have a... So let me make a little bit of an adjustment here.
Do it.
Well, make sure you
Do
write
it.
in to get those hard 20s at rollthehard20podcast at gmail.com.
So who's going first between Dempsey and Tommy?
Ladies first, please.
No.
Please,
Dempsey, you go first.
He just kind of bows out of the way.
Oh, Dempsey,
So-
you're so fine.
I mean, to be fair, Dempsey probably has bigger man boobs than Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys decide that, Valadir, you see above the archway leading into this large Belhaim warrens, this large flame drake just drawing in air. You know that he's about ready to spit something with furious anger down in this. By the way, I want to make this understood that all these seats would be considered difficult terrain in this auditorium, this amphitheater. The only way out is from the front, which is he just happens to be over at this point in time. So, what would you like to do, Valadir?
All right. I'm within 60 feet of it, right? Because I'm at the top.
That's
Where's
correct.
the map at it?
Somebody blip that map.
I'm doing it right now. It's taking its sweet ass time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
There's,
ironically, I think-
No one else in the party that's up next to the Drake, is there?
no, everybody. Oh, actually, I take that back. There are two people. There's Tommy and there's Dempsey because they were at the entrance dealing with the final Grioth. And you are about 15 feet from the entrance. And Warren is down by the stage itself.
Yes.
There's at least a 10-foot distance between Papa Hammerbane and the Drake, between them two.
I don't know. I was under the impression that he was right at the one square that was just beside the entrance.
Okay,
Against
'cause-
that wall right there. I don't know if that's where you were at. Tell me. Chris, was that where he was at? 'Cause
Yeah, he was halfway between the first row of seats in the back.
Okay. And I'm assuming that Dempsey was right next to him as well,
Oh, yeah.
because that was when they did their damage. And you, Valadir, would have been somewhere in the middle of that aisle, probably 15 feet from the exit out of the amphitheater.
I wanted to see, because I wanted to make sure I clear them. Go ahead and have him roll a con save for me.
I can do that for you. Come on. 21.
21. That actually passes. Was casting Shatter. Ryan, is there a negative?
You
Anything
still
to-
do damage. It's just half damage.
Half damage? All right.
Yep.
What does it
That's
sound
Although
going
like
to
when
be
you-
directly on top of him, so avoiding Tommy.
Okay.
And that
although
is,
oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's 9 points of damage, so half of that.
Okay. So 5 points.
But
The one thing I would just maybe think about, Brian, is Shatter is a great spell because it does double damage to like structures and inanimate objects and constructs, and so like it's quite possible, depending on where he places this.
I'm
the
assuming that he
entrance is
put it
now
on the
wider.
archway that the Drake was nestled on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when he shattered that whole bubble, including the archway. So you see it start to crumble, crack, stress crack, but it's still standing strong. It's definitely going to have a little bit more than 9 hit points to it. What else would you like to do, Valadier?
I'm going to stay in that position.
Okay. Tommy, Father Hammerbone.
Yeah. Dempsey is standing next to me.
Yes, he is.
I am going to do a little enhance ability on Senior Dempsey. And I'm going to give him Bull's strength, which gives him advantage to strength rolls.
I actually already
No.
have that because I'm raging.
No,
Are you
did
raging?
it-
Yeah, I was last time. It lasts for a minute.
The other thing just to keep in mind is that it does not give advantage on like attack rolls.
Only
Like
on strength
strength
checks.
Correct. If that's what you were going for.
Yes, I was. Let's do this. I'll give him Bear's Endurance. That'll give him advantage on con check. And
Okay.
and he gains 2d6 temp hit points.
Oh shit! Do I roll it or do you roll it?
I roll it.
Okay.
Enhance ability. You are going to get another 8 points
Thank you, Father.
temporary and con saves. Advantage on your con saves.
God.
I'll end my turn.
Dempsey.
All right. How big is this thing, Brian?
It's big. It's large.
All right. I want to get up on top of it.
Okay, you got to figure he's probably 15 feet in the air. He's on top of the arch.
Okay, so he's up.
He's above you, looking down.
I don't really have a lot of ranged. So he's on top of the arch.
Yes. Think of him
wonder-
as like an inverted gargoyle looking in on the auditorium, ready to
And how high up is the archway?
15 feet.
Can I jump up there and just hit it and bust it so he has to start moving around, force his action?
You would have to make an athletics check to get up that high.
Mm-hmm. Which is a strength check. Advantage.
Either,
Yep.
okay.
Let's try it. 14, so that would be a 19.
Okay, so you make the leap and then go
Okay.
and make your punch attack.
Well, I am hot tonight, man. That's a dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 1 point of fucking damage.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
It looks
Can I-
at you like, you.
Well, can I use my bonus action to do another one? Like, boom, boom.
Yeah, go ahead. Give it a shot.
And
Because I
that's
don't
a
know how
7.
your bonus action works, so you'd have to tell me if that's
So 12. I can make 2 unarmed attacks.
okay. So
At the
that's
same-
that misses. So as you're coming down, you try to throw with your offhand and miss. So Warren, where are you located?
I am located Yeah, I am located on the floor next to the stage, like just where there's that. If you
Shit,
if you orient the map so that it is facing north, and then there's the stage, there's the stairs up of the stage widens a little bit more and then widens a bit more. I'm like right in that L where it widens that second bit.
So this is to the north.
Yes.
So you're over here.
Yes.
Way over here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like right about there.
Okay.
And so how high is this stage?
Well, it's only 5 feet.
Okay.
But I'm just asking where you are.
Okay.
Because I want to see if you're going to be caught in this. So the Flame Drake looks down at you, Dempsey, Valadier, Father Hammerbane, and everybody else that's within a 20-foot wide pathway, and bellows flame straight down and all the way to the back of the auditorium. And I need for everybody, with the exception of Warren, to make a dex save.
Come on, baby. Oh, I could do better.
Valadier,
11.
Father Hammerbane,
15.
Dempsey,
16.
16. Dempsey, you're the only one that's going to take half of this. Everybody else is going to take the full boat.
Shake it, baby.
God, there's a lot of fucking ones and twos. Holy
Shake it, don't
shit,
bake
dude.
I mean,
Bake it, shake it, don't bake it.
Shake and bake.
15 points of damage for everyone.
Damn.
Fuck
Dempsey,
me.
you're going to take 8 of that.
There's those temp hit points. Thank you, Father.
You hear from somewhere between the seats the Baroness shriek out, "Arnold, no, Arnold, come back to me, no, Arnold, Vetteswag, no." And you hear this, "I'll help you, my lady." And you see Heinrich stand up, raise his hand, and you see this bolt leave his hand and go straight towards the Flame Drake. That hits.
Heinrich.
His true colors are coming out.
Dude's a ringer in the AP, man.
It strikes the Flame Drake, but it seems to not do a whole lot of damage as this flame just kind of like bellows around it and does a pathetic 2 points. You see him duck back down and skitter along between the seats, maybe to another angle. Warren.
First off, I'd like to take a moment and try to identify the nature of this flame drake. I'm assuming that it is obviously a fire-based creature, so I'm assuming fire damage is just not going to do much to it. However, I'm also curious if this is an intelligent drake and can communicate, or is this something like akin to a really, really nasty fire-breathing wyvern?
Okay. Is that just an innate ability?
No, this is a knowledge check.
Okay, go and make
I would think Arcana, but nature might also be
probably nature.
okay. That is a natural 1, and we are going to move on. Not really being able to kind of place this thing, I'm just going to take a moment to step up onto the stage here so that I can get a better angle on this thing, and I'm just going to fire off an Eldritch Bolt at it.
Okay.
That's not great. That's a 17 to hit.
That is going to hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That just
so
hits,
that-
but it's good enough.
Well, that's crap. for
DC
damage.
is 17, gentlemen.
AC.
AC. AC, my friend.
AC/DC, baby. Come on, where's that inspiration? Thunder.
That is not great damage. That is 6 points of force damage and 2 points of additional fire damage.
All right. Yep, that is not that great. And it's still more than happy to continue kicking the shit out of some people. Actually, I forgot something with him, but I'll catch that on the next one. Valadir.
Bring it home, baby.
You know, he's still up 15 feet up in the air, right?
Yeah.
All right, Valadir is actually going to move closer towards him.
Good deal.
Always a good
Does he
choice.
make it close to 30 feet with 30 feet of movement up to where he's at?
You're 15 feet away from the base of the arch, and you're not inhibited by any of the seats. I assumed that you were standing in the main aisle.
Yeah.
So you could just move the 15 feet and be right underneath him if you wanted to.
Okay. I want to move underneath him, and then I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Father Hammerbane. Come on down.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt upon
yes.
this fucking thing. That's a 24.
That's going to hit.
5d6 damage for 18 points of damage.
Still trucking along, boys. Dempsey.
Like he's looking around for any kind of ladder he can get to. Fucking. I think he's just gonna take his shield and fucking Captain America it up there like an improvised weapon. 19.
That's going to hit. Roll your
All right.
D4.
Better than fucking nothing. Show these casters how it's done. That's a 4 on the die plus strength, right?
Yes.
So that's fucking 9 points of damage. Bing!
Damn, dude.
Come down here and fight me.
So hold on a second. Where's my thing at here? Okay, so that's to the north. So you see that the shield actually ricochets off and goes outside of this auditorium. It went to the west for 1 square. So basically, it hit him and went to the west 1 square beyond him. So, because I have these awesome fucking direction dice.
Nobody steal my shield. I'm coming for that later.
What is this? I can't believe
Fucking Bacchus is out there eyeing his shit.
in this stuff. This will look great on the bear. So, you see this flame drake take to the air, swoop down with the tail towards you, Dempsey. 18 on the die. I believe that's going to hit.
This is going to be bludgeoning.
It will be bludgeoning. You know, it actually gets advantage against you because you're raging, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
That's another.
Not, yeah.
It's like reckless rage or some shit.
Reckless attack.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then as it swoops down, it attempts to snap at Father Tomy with its bite. 14 on the die for 21 to hit.
Wait, what'd you roll?
14
That misses.
with the 21.
Nice.
So
Did
21 doesn't hit you.
No, you rolled 14 on the die, and then you have plus 6.
Plus 7.
7. Yeah, 21 hits.
Okay. We sure?
I don't know. Are we?
You take 10 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage as it continues to move along and land on the northern wall, looking directly at you, Warren.
Great.
Heinrich rises up, holds out his hand, and tries the same thing yet again. Because nobody's... Oh, the hard 20. So we'll do the...
Yes, but how much of that is still going to get eaten up by this creature's natural resistance?
Oh, well, as soon as I find my D10, I'll let you know. 17. It still manages to take 8 points of damage. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, does Heinrich need a job? He can come with us.
Warren.
Seeing that this thing is like leveling itself on the wall and apparently eyeing me, I am going to move a little bit south on the stage, to where those stairs up are. Is that up or down on what would be the east wall?
They look like they go down, probably
Okay.
below the stage or to the backside of the stage where they go. You'd have to explore that aspect of it, whether or not it even takes you outside of the Belhain Warrens.
So I'm going to move to that corner next to the stairs. I'm going to launch an Eldritch Blast.
Okay,
That is an 18 to hit.
that's gonna hit.
That is 11 points of force damage, 2 additional points of fire damage. And then as I launch this, I'm yelling at this thing in Draconic, "Begone, you foul beast." And then I'm going to take a 5-foot step around that corner down those steps so I am no longer in the thing's line of sight.
And as you flee, you hear in Draconic back, what you hear him say, "If I don't get you, my master will." Valadir.
Them thing cut me on fire. I always turn on cure wounds. Gonna cure some wounds on myself. Oh, hell yeah. Max, so 11.
All right. You gonna hang where you are, or you gonna move?
I'm gonna hang where I'm at.
Okay. Father Hammerbane. Padre.
I like Valadir. I'm going to heal some of my wounds as well.
Look at you just peppering each other with a bunch of love.
That's going to be 12 points of healing.
Oh, up to you.
And
Papa
then
Hammer.
as this dragon swoops around us, I'm going to dodge like a little girl. I'm going to take my dodge action.
You're gonna
Did you
take
cast-
something? That's not something material.
Actually, I cannot. I can't dodge. I'm done with my action. Can't do anymore. I'm done.
Dempsey.
It's a good day to die, fellas. Dempsey is going to run, double move towards the dragon. Is it up or down?
It's
Is
up.
it
It's on the
elevated?
wall over there.
It's still in the
Yeah,
air.
it's still 15 feet above on the air.
I think he's just going to keep chasing it. You know, this thing is his. This is the object of his rage at this point. He wants to murder this thing. So he's going to double move to get close to it, even if he can't attack. And then he will also do healing. Oh, lovely. So just underneath it, like trying to coax it down. Come on. Come on.
Okay. It looks down at you. You hear an intake of breath. And you feel this furnace just leave just completely engulf you. And I need for you to make another dex save.
Come on, baby. Ooh, 14 on the dice, baby. That's 16.
16. Yeah. You'll take half of this too. What is this?
Like roast the eyebrows off.
Roast the taint hair off. There's some good numbers.
Speaking of hair, Ryan, you got a haircut. You look nice.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's nice and, got lined
Well,
up.
Y'all,
So
trying not to look
you're
like
going
a
to take
ragamuffin.
12 points of fire damage.
That's the half?
That's half of that.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
And then it'll actually fly by you and try to tag you with its tail. Roll a 3 on the die. Miss.
Do I get an opportunity attack or anything? If it's like moving away from me?
Actually,
Punch the tail?
I
Unless
don't know if
it
it's
has,
flying. Does he get a...
Yeah, because there's a specific trait that some flying creatures have that will prevent an attack of opportunity while they're flying, which is ironically called flyby attack.
I don't have
Fly
that, so
by.
why don't you go ahead and make that attack of opportunity, Dempsey?
The 15 on the dice. That's a dirty 20, son.
All right.
I want to make that a precision attack too. So, so that's 6 points of damage.
Now,
Every
isn't it
little
an
bit.
opportunity attack, though? Isn't that just a straight melee attack, though?
It is, but if you have a feature that says when you hit with an attack, then you can do X, Y, or Z,
Okay.
then it's fair game.
Well, it
I
flies by you, and it actually goes to the south wall, lining back up the other two individuals that are still at the mouth of the Belhain Commons. Sorry, I was kept calling it the Warrens. It's the Commons. So
There's Warrens all in every seat here.
Heinrich has not popped back up. In fact, somewhere down the line, he's hidden himself amongst the seats, probably close to the Baroness to protect her. Warren, you're no longer inside the auction area. What are you doing?
Can I see where the Baroness is from where I am?
No, because I was under the impression you left the area altogether.
No. I only went 5 feet down the stairs. So
Oh,
I only
okay.
went just around that corner. So like right now I figure like I'm like probably like the floor level of the stage is about like knee level for me.
So you're
I'm
here?
like no. I'm
here.
right in the middle. Yes.
Okay, you're in the middle then. Okay. Sorry, that's where I thought you had gone, but when you said you're on the other side, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm just going to blast your ass back to the Stone Age. You can't see the Baroness.
At all. Okay.
No, in fact, anybody that's already dead and melting
Mhm.
is probably leaking out between the seats. And anybody still alive is probably playing dead.
Okay. Do I get a sense that this thing is like looking for me? Because it seems to be going like back and forth and changing to get different vantages.
No, it's probably just using different points of along this amphitheater just to get the most damage out of whatever he does. Like if people start running towards one corner and he can't get a clear shot, then he'll swoop and fly to get another shot. He's just looking for opportunity shots the entire time.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try something here. Dempsey, I think you'll appreciate this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop back up the 5 feet up to the stairs and have the line of sight on this thing. And in Draconic, I'm going to utter to it, and as I do so, I'm weaving magic into the words, and I will tell it, if you truly want to prove your worth, then you should come down here and engage my companions and I directly as I cast suggestion on this Drake.
Oh, shit.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 14.
Fuck him up, Warren.
Can't just
15 on the die for a 16 total.
Okay. Well, that is one spell down. I can try that one more time if I need to. And I'm going to duck back down the stairs about 10 feet so that I'm back in that way and not in line of sight.
Watch your friends melt, wizard. Valadir.
Do I have range? He's on the other side now, right?
Yeah, he's on the south wall now.
Okay. Should be able to see him. Do I have a clear line of sight to him?
You do.
All right. I'm actually going to take out one of my daggers, and I'm going to toss that for a hard 20.
Hell yes.
Shit.
For 1 point of
With the
damage.
fucking- yeah,
I think we've all got one
That's
now, right?
let's see. That is going to be 7 points of damage. So that was a mighty little dagger.
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Father Hammerbane.
This Drake is south.
He's on the south wall.
And remind me again, in terms of the amphitheater, where is south?
As we're looking at the map, it's going to be the right side.
Right side.
As you're going into the amphitheater,
Yep.
you face east. You come in from the west and face east. So he's on the far right wall.
Okay. I think I can do this. I'm going to command. I speak Draconic as one of my languages.
Fuck yes.
And I can instruct the dragon to grovel where he falls prone and his turn ends. One word. Kneel.
Oh man.
Wisdom save 13.
Running
Fuck him
out
up,
of-
dwarf.
I'm running out of luck with this.
Come on.
Natty 1.
Oh shit! It was a 16 to roll onto a 4. You
Oh,
see it
yeah.
drop
Yes.
off the
Fuck him
wall
up, Chris.
Dempsey, do your shit.
and
Yes.
start.
One chance. You only get one shot.
Go ahead, Dempsey.
All right, I didn't want to interrupt, but I didn't add my strength damage to that, so it's a +5 on that last damage.
Okay.
Gone. Fuck it. Yeah. All right.
Hand off the
Can't-
chest.
I know. Okay, so can I get to him with a? Do I have to double move to get there? I'm
No,
at
you're
the
within
northeast
30 feet of
south.
him from where you were at before.
All right, then I'm gonna move up and I'm just gonna take a swing. Ooh, 15 on the dice. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Ooh, 11. I remembered to add. Second attack is a 17. This fucking thing. 22. 7 on the dice, so 12 points of damage. So one. He doesn't have the shield, so it's all punches. A left and just a hard ass right.
Dempsey. Describe for me how you annihilate this flame drake.
So he hits him the left and then the right, and then as he sees the light going out, he grabs the thing's face, lifts it up, and just slams it down into the ground.
Yes. Yes. Good job.
But you're gonna skull fuck that.
Just so
Drake
you
for a
know,
minute.
it had
That's
5.
later.
Just so you know, it had 5 hit points left. Had you told me about the 5 earlier?
Motherfucker.
Oh.
This was much better though. This is awesome. We all
But
fucked him
Valadier
up.
would have had him.
I would have taken the kill. That
With
sweet
a dagger.
dagger would have. Yeah.
That sweet one fucking dagger.
Oh, sandbagging.
But you know
Then
what?
make these
Then Father
little
Hammerbane
special-
would have been able to make him kneel.
Oh.
Drake. So everything gets quiet. And then you start hearing the crying, the whimpering, the groaning, people in pain.
I will emerge from where I'm at and quickly take stock of who seems to still be breathing in the amphitheater.
And as you look from the stage down onto all the seats, you see Heinrich start to rise up, and you see him helping the Baroness up, and she doesn't want to stand up. She's remaining down. You see Bacchus rise up. You see a lot of people just didn't make it, but they're completely unidentifiable at this point. You don't know names. You don't know male or female, because the bodies that had taken the damage have literally been melted down to the bone, and just they're puddles of bubbling goo at this point. Even the bones have cracked from the first blast that it did. And you see Bacchus kind of get up and start helping some of the people, and you see, Heinrich is trying to get the Baroness up, and she just doesn't want to leave. No, I can't do it. Help me get Arnold. Please bring me back my Arnold. And then you see this little halfling woman, the one that had won the potion lot earlier. I believe that.
Actually, I
Chosk
think
called
I
her.
got the. I thought I got the potion lot.
I thought you got the books. Oh no, she got the scrolls. That's right, she got the scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
You see her stand up. The Chosk had called her Bassie, and she starts to help some of the other people as well. And you see the sheriff; he's doing his best as as they look at Chosk, who's dead. He suffered in the first wave of the Grioths. It's not turned into pandemonium yet, but you can tell it's gonna get to that point.
I'll scamper up real quick to the other side of the Baroness from Heinrich and attempt to help her up and try to encourage her to stand up and just kind of whisper to her, "Please, Baroness, your grace, your people need you. They need a leader who."
But my son, it is my only son. I can't believe. And then, again, as if it couldn't be any worse, you hear wind again.
Shit.
Coming. And as everybody watches, you see the entire amphitheater go quiet as you watch this large monstrosity of a dragon come in low and land on the house right to the east of the amphitheater, but close enough to look down. And even looking at it, you can tell that this thing looks unusual. You make out that it's ragged and gray scales. It seems to peer around into the amphitheater. You can make out it's got these milky eyes in its socket. And as its torso twists from side to side to get a look at everyone, all the heroes, all the survivors, you can see its muscles are exposed beneath torn flesh, and just this smell of rot is nearly overpowering. And it looks down and says, "I am Viteparax, Lord of Dragonfen, and you have exhausted my patience. The wizard Hunclay promised me many things before his death, including 5 rare and ancient tomes. I made every effort to obtain these lawfully, but my representative, Clossier, failed me. My forbearance is at an end. Now I require not only the books, including the tome entitled Secrets of the Dreaming Dark, but also the indemnity of 776,000 gold pieces, 200,000 for all of the town, and the rest for every individual resident in this dunghill you call home. I give you 48 hours to deliver these to the place you know as the abandoned garrison of St. Kyriex, across from the Dragon Fen. None are permitted to leave Belheim. My minions blanket the countryside, and all who dare leave this town shall perish. Only those chosen to deliver my ransom may travel, and then only into the Dragon Fen. Should you defy me or fail to satisfy my demands, I shall lay waste to Little Belheim and kill every living inhabitant down to the last mewling infant. Don't make me wait 49 hours. And it slowly begins to rise up from the roof, taking tiles, taking wood with it in its claws. It starts to fly, and you hear it murmur something in the spidery weave of magic, and then it vanishes.
I think as that's happening, you see Dempsey, even though the thing's getting up, he's still raging, and he just starts running towards it. He gets to his shield and does like the thing where you kick it, and he grabs it, but he's
it's gone. It's vanished.
Gone,
yeah.
And he's like, whoa! And just turns around and starts screaming, but he kind of starts calming down.
Dragon is oddly specific on his demands.
I liked how your eyes started going when he said the name of that book.
Mm.
Ryan, you're like,
Oh, no. I'm well aware of the books. I believe I saw those were all the books that were locked up in the case, correct?
In the chest. Or no, in the case. There was all the books were in the case, except for the one book was in the large chest that was in Hunclay's cave.
Right. Okay. Did we opened that large chest, right? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
it was
one of
the last book that you had seen was different than all the other books of the Osiriani.
right.
make-
Okay. So we actually do have one of the books, and then I think all the other books were turned over. Was one of them one of the ones that my master wanted?
I don't remember.
Okay. I think I have it on the other characters.
The only thing that Teperex had mentioned was that there were 4 specific tomes that he wanted to procure from Hunclay, including a 5th book, which was the what was it? Dreaming Secrets of the Dreaming Dark.
Mm-hmm.
so what does he want? He wants these books and he wants the money.
He wants money.
2,000 gold for each person.
No, for the town and the rest for all the people. So he wants 776,000 gold pieces.
I don't know if they have that.
Chris.
In the time being, I think we need to, check out the losses, get the people out of here, the singeing
Yes.
chairs and stuff. Give 'em,
Perhaps we could tell him what Papa Hammerbane says. Material possessions, they can get more.
Perhaps he can, lick my balls.
They
No, in
can
the,
make new houses.
As the people still stare in the sky in awe, you see Heinrich is whispering something to the Baroness, and you see her begin to regain her composure, her regality, and she looks at the 4 of you and she says, well, I'm sorry to ask, but we're gonna have to have a town meeting to see if we can meet this Teperax's demands. I don't even know if we went liquid, if we could even get the type of money that this creature wants. And I don't even know anything about any of these books that he's talking about. I'm going to go back to my house. I'm going to ask the sheriff to get some of the town's council members and come to my house and see what we can do to save the rest of the town.
Baroness, will you please take a little bit of time,
I
compose
don't
yourself?
have any time. I can't just
Me-
think about my loss. We've lost so many people today. We're going to lose everybody in 2 days' time if we don't figure out what to do with this dragon.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
This aggression will not stand.
Well, Baroness, our group has been very involved with Hunclay's belongings. Please, why don't you go back to your manor? We will help clean some things up here. Do you mind if my companions and I will come and help you plot this out shortly?
That would be excellent. Come, Heinrich. Please take me home. Yes, miss. I'll take you home, mistress. And you see Heinrich helping her out, basically taking her back to her home. You see the sheriff, Ben Hobie, walks over to you, Valadier, and says, I ain't ever seen a dragon up close like that before. You guys any familiar with dealing with something like this? You ever done something like this?
No, this is hideous creature. We just showed up out of nowhere.
Thing
If
didn't
it
look-
bleeds, we could kill it.
I have a feeling we might be seeing quite a few.
If it bleeds, the thing looked like it was already dead. It was missing skin and eyes are all milky.
Dempsey just looks at Warren. He's like, Mr. Magic, what do you know about these things?
What do I know about what we just saw? Would you like me to roll Arcana?
Yes, I would actually.
Awesome. Hey, there's my hard 20 tonight.
Yeah.
There it is,
Stiff.
baby.
That comes out to a 24.
Fuck yeah.
As you reflect on what the dragon said, Teperax, you saw it rise up in the sky. Everybody seemed to smell this rot of this thing. You heard it whisper its spidery weave of magic, and you realize that whatever it said was just gibberish. Didn't make any sense. Didn't even contain any verbal connotations whatsoever of magic with whatever it mumbled.
Okay. Recalling kind of how the dragon was acting or reacting, and I would assume drawing what little I may know of Eteparax from my cousin's time is like, what is the nature of this dragon? Is this so? Like, I as a player know what a Dracolich is. Is this a Dracolich?
As a player, no, it
Like, would Warren recognize this as a Dracolich?
would. It seemed to have the appearance of it, but it defied a lot of the substance of what it would be.
Whole thing was just a major illusion put on.
Right. I look at Dempsey and I say, well, I think the threat is serious, but something seems off. Friends, would you mind taking a moment here and cleaning up? I'm going to go over there and take a look around where I'm actually going to look around where the dragon landed
Okay.
and kind of assess was the impact of its being there reflected in what is left there.
So you make your way up, trying to get so you could actually look at the top of the roof of the house next door, and you see that the roof is in pristine condition.
Just to maybe see if there is anything, I'm gonna just kind of like take my mage hand and just like kind of tap it along like the edge of the roof where like the dragon's claws may have rested, just see if there's even like anything loose, if it looks like anything shifted.
Yeah, you said that we saw tiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
The stuff came off. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw it.
And
But
there's
as you're looking at the roof, you see no damage at all.
Some good carpentry.
right.
Solid A work.
That's a union contract for you, baby.
Dempsey.
I was gonna say after inspecting it for a couple minutes, I'll come back to those and say, I don't think what we saw was what we saw, but I don't want to expound more on it in the middle of everyone here. Let's finish cleaning up.
You see the little gnome walk up to the four of you, and she looks at the four of you and she says, I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Bassi. I think I should be the first to say that we really need to go and kill that fucking dragon.
I like you, Bessie.
Agreed.
You got some stones on your little gnome.
Are
I'll
you
take that
offering
as a
to
compliment.
assist?
I have some good insight that I believe might be able to help us, or shall I say help you, obviously, with my small stature. I'm not much of a fighter, but I think maybe we should head back over to Devi Manor and talk to the Baroness and see what she thinks as well. The sheriff shall be coming along soon, as well as some of the other town's council members, of which I am part of, and let's see what it would take to basically take out this dragon once and for all.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Then good, let's pick this up next session, eh?
Sounds good.
So-
That's-
We'll all have some lucky charms.
I know.
Look at me little feet. Get the little lint out of me belly button. No. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeart Radio, Amazon Podcasts, and Audible. And if you like what you're listening to, leave us that 5-star rating and review. We also have a YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20, so if you're into watching, head on over and hit that subscribe bell. We can also be found in the wild on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so don't forget to look for us there and check us out. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com, where you can download the current show directly, pick and choose past shows from our archives, or view our galleries. We've got a lot of stuff posted there, so check us out. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast, where you can become a hard slinger and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass topped off as you roll those hard 20s.